Hello? Hello everyone. I hope the volume is working. Please let me know if the volume is not working. But while this is happening, okay. Hi everyone, welcome to this webinar. If you are new here, my name is Eugene and I am the marketing specialist here at Akool. As always, thank you so much for every single one of you that are joining this webinar. To those of you that are here for the first time, or to those of you that are here every single week, we appreciate every single one of you for being a part of our startup journey. Thank you so much. And as always, at the very end of this webinar, we will have a Q&A session, which I will release a Google form that you can fill out saying, hey, I've been here, I attended your webinar, give me my credits, and we will send you your credits. Good morning. Hi, Rahul. Okay, so we have heard and we have listened. A lot of you requested that we go through our API documentation, just a simple walkthrough. So that's what we will be doing today. I wish I could do it for you, but I am no API expert. I have no idea how any of this works. So instead of me, today we have the privilege of being hosted by Leo, an esteemed artificial intelligence expert and vision scientist. Hi, Leo. How are you?
Hello, Eugene. How's it going?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So we have a lot to go over today, but right before we go into everything, just a little introduction of yourself would be amazing. Just who are you? A little bit about your background and how did you get here?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Leo Suridis, head of AI at Akool. My background is in computer vision, machine learning, in particular nowadays generative models and large vision models, which is the backbone of our product. In the past, I have spent a lot of time in Silicon Valley, Facebook for 7 years, other places like Vimeo, Netflix. And so I'm very excited that I'm here today to help you walk through that API that appears to be pretty intriguing just by looking at it.
Thank you, Leo. You're definitely a lot better suited to walk through the API than I am. So with that out of the way, please, if you don't mind, walk everyone through the API. So if I will be going, or I will keep my eye on the chat. So if you guys have any questions as Leo is going through the API, just ask away and I'll interrupt him in the middle maybe, and then ask the question. But if not, we will have the Q&A at the very end. Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I'm going to share screen. I know some of you, they have never done this, so I'm going to basically pretend I'm a rookie and I don't know, I'm just having my screen ready. And so imagine we're going to Akool website. And once you do, if you don't log in, which I am logged in right now, you will not see a link for your API doc. But once you log in and you subscribe, which is for free, you're going to get 100 credits on the upper right here. You're going to see, you can't miss it, it's right in the center of your screen, API doc. You just click on it. And it gives you some instructions for API credentials, right? So you can click on, and in your case, it will be empty. Mine, it's not. I'm just going to erase it. Well, let's just say it will be empty, and then you press plus, and you make a new one that's going to be secret API. And then click next, and then there's a new one, and that's your secret, basically, right? The secret key. That's how you make it. Then you can start going on the once you go there, you can just click on that link and it takes you here, and that's where it is. And there is documentation for all our products. It's a suite of AI tools. It's very difficult to miss it, and there are different examples of languages here of how can you initiate it. And the first one, and probably one of the most interesting apps here, is the face swap. So the face swap, you click on it, you're gonna get all the parameters that you need to play with. I heard that on the previous version, this is version v3, right? So you can see here v3, it's the new one. Mainly, it addresses the issue where people were not able to find the landmarks for the face. And so you can run a face detector first. So there is a face detector that will give you landmarks. And there's going to be this value. And it will be returned back, so then you can direct your face swap where you want it to be. Versus before, it was a little bit unclear, and I heard some complaints. So if you guys have more questions about this, please tell us now, and then on the next one, we will address them further. But basically, that solves the problem, right? Based on how you're developing, there are different examples for all languages. I mean, that based on JavaScript, Python, and things like that. And I'm just going to scroll down further, see if I can zoom further here. So the most important is your image, right? And it's an array type in Python. And it can be a collection of faces. And you just follow the instructions step by step here and don't have to. I'm pretty sure you're fine with this. Then you have the target image, and you want to have the video that you're going to modify, right? So you have a source image, a target image, and the video that you modify to make the deepfake. Like, I mean, whatever is that your application is. Here's more example, right? This. So the face swaps results are here. You can also try on this one. So there's a face swap here. There's an interface where you can drop the image and see what it looks like. Things like that. You have seen all that. So let's go back to this. You will get the user credit, right, from here based on your quota. Do we have any questions, Eugene, yet? Or if not,
Yeah.
no, I would like this to be interactive. So
Yeah,
here's the
so
face detector. Yeah, go for it.
someone asked, or Rahul asked, he wants you to explain the webhook part for the new version of the API. How do you migrate from V2 to V3 of the API?
The web hook, you said?
Yeah, he said webhook.
Let's see if our developers have addressed that. If not, we will get the answer next time. But I'm not, I haven't done the web part, so. So what was the problem last time? Can you ask? Here we are. So the documentation is updated, so you can get your answers direct from here. But instead of me reading it, I want to ask if they're still okay with that.
I will let you know if I think the stream has a 30-second to a minute delay. So if
Right, okay.
I'll let you know.
You can see example here, right? I think all the answers are addressed here because this is relatively new. It's like from the 3.0 for the webhook application, right? So it allows a lightweight, event-driven communication between two application program APIs. So if he has another API, you can actually deal with ours. And clearly, if you want to do something cool like that, webhook is an essential depending what his web app is. I'm not sure what it is. So, and I'm also not sure what the exact problem was, but you're welcome to express it and I can be more specific. But I think it looks like this one covers, I hope. Let's go back this way, face swap. So I wanted to emphasize on the face detector here. When we went down here, we scroll down. You can see face detect, right? That will return the landmarks that you need for the face. And then you want to go use these landmarks and apply a swap, right? So you can make your mom look like a grandma or whatever that is that you want to do. That is funny or interesting. So here are the landmark examples, right? It will be like the boundary of the face, the nose, and things like that, the eyes, like the region of interest, right? This is like the most important to make the face swap work correctly. So these are basically, it's pretty straightforward on how to use it. So we have body attributes, response attributes, right? These are the two things. And they're related arguments and parameters that you need. And that completes the face swap, basically, to run to the next. Re-aging is similar in terms of algorithm, similar application, but very different as a product. Exactly as the other one, right? You're just going to change the aging. I don't know if people have questions about this, but it's pretty much an identical infrastructure for that. So you have target image, you have face re-age, the ranges, right, that you have to put. This is very important here, right? You can see response attributes, right? And some examples on how to implement this, to jumpstart this into your application for the API. Here's the results, response attributes. So the ideal thing that you want to do for face swap or for re-aging is to go to the API and go step by step the way I describe it, follow religiously those steps, and you can't go wrong. So face swap and then re-age, right?
Hey, Leo.
Yes.
Sorry. So he's asking, how do we generate a webhook URL? He says it feels a bit confusing from the last version.
Okay, but so that's the last product. We can jump after. I can jump on the webhook next, and then we go to video translation. Let's just do that. Okay, because it's a separate app, so it was like back and forth.
Thank you.
So he wants to generate. Is that answering the question? Like there's some samples here, right? So how to do this? I'm sorry, this is another language. Sorry, Python. Let's go here. I'm not a webhook expert, but just by looking at the code, just like our friend who's asking, I'm on the same boat. I will probably go this way, just looking at that here, those defs that you have. Then let's look at more examples. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty short here. If there's no answer for his application, because if that's the case, I will get back to you on the next one, and I promise you get a complete answer. But it looks like how to generate it is here. And if that doesn't work, we need to get the boundaries. But I do think it's fine, but maybe you can send us more feedback if you want, friend. So if that's okay, we can go to video translation, very popular, I will say most popular and very essential. So over here, I just put Python because we're more familiar with it, like unless you're a JavaScript person, but it depends what your application is. Again, you just look at all of them. So this is less complex in terms of creating the translation. You use your URL, the language, and there is lip sync is basically the algorithm that will make your lips match that language or whatever is that you want to say. So if you say something in English, you want to say something in French or something else or Chinese, your lips will have to move different. So that thing will ensure that you get the correct alignment for your lips, so it doesn't look unrealistic. Very important tool. Webhook URL, here's another example application here. If we can walk through and see what this is like. For the English for the translation. Here's where you insert it, right? So there are a few things to go through here to get the information for your result, so you can understand what this video is about. Header request, query attributes, response attributes. Right. An example here. Yeah. You can also change things like parameters, duration, video status, where you want it to be queued or not, like how do you want to process this, quality of the face swap, and that all translates to timing of processing. So this is how you enter your information here, right? So I think there's nothing much to say about this because it's super explanatory, but it's all here if you're looking for it and it's hidden. This is where it lives under that link. You have to be logged in to see all that. You cannot see it if you're not. Sometimes you forget to log in. So then talking photos, like can make Mona Lisa say something to you. Also has inheritance similar. So you make your audio here. You can have male or female voices for use cases, right? It's a large repertoire for this. I'm just walking through this. It's super clean. Do we have questions, Eugene? If not, then I can continue this.
Yeah, we have a few. So he's asking about the webhook. Is webhook URL part of a compulsory parameter for the body part of the API request? Can we ignore that parameter and use the API as earlier?
I don't have the answer. We have to ask the webhook person.
Okay. Yeah,
we'll get back to you. Yeah.
Email us at info@akool.com and we can help you specifically. And then we have one more. Does the API provide equivalent functionality to what is achievable via portal, or are there controls in the API which are not exposed on Portal?
I think it's both, but we have to verify that, right?
Okay.
But yeah, with the person who handles this. Right? So, so basically, if you walk and read those things here, you might get your answer for that technicality that you're talking about. This is not something like, specific to your case. And if you can't get it, then we will go there and trace. And we have the person who can get you the exact answer, right? It's highly specific, this particular question. For me, what really matters is like to be able to know how to land face swap, how to get the landmarks. You have to run the face detector first and then apply it. Reaging, same thing, and then translation, you know how to use the parameters to make things work. And then the rest of the details, how to link this with your application, with like, it's kind of like a chain that connects. These kind of questions, we may have to invite someone else next time, or I can talk to this person and represent it for you guys. I'm happy to be the ambassador for this. Talking for, I was here, so you have to create your audio, right? And then as we get the results, right? And the photo, right? Examples. Quality and all those parameters are always the same. The code is the same everywhere, right? It's more or less in terms of the fields that are inherited, unless you have additional parameters. So that pretty much concludes the API. It's pretty straightforward. I will get to the bottom of your questions. I think from the way you're asking it, it sounds like it's a specific to your application and the practice for webhook, and so we will get back to you on that. Yeah, I promise. I think that concludes my presentation. If we can ask questions further, I can wait. Let me know.
Oh, are you done with everything?
Yeah, that's it. We just went through all of it. It's pretty straightforward.
Oh, that was very quick.
Yeah,
That was a lot
yeah,
faster than last time.
yeah. It's well done. Yeah. So we have to get the answers, but if there are no other questions, you can ask me specific questions on how to do the face swipe or the rates or translation. I can help you with that. How to put the arguments and what are the different cases for quality and things like that. Processing time, it depends where you're working on. It all has to do with the material that you're supplying it with in the video, right? So,
Okay. Then if anyone has questions, please ask, or if you would like to see a walkthrough of anything, please ask now.
yeah. So we also have text to video, right? So we have some things that are upcoming. We can talk about this next time, but I don't see them here on the API, so I'm not gonna be very detailed on that. So how do they want to use it? Like, what are your applications? I'm interested to know what are you doing with it?
Yeah, if anyone has any specific inquiries. But okay. I guess while they're asking, since there is a delay, I could just talk about some of our programs and then I'll just keep an eye on the chat. But thank you, Leo. That was very helpful, I
Absolutely,
think.
my pleasure. Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on, so I assume it was very helpful. But okay, let me pull up my screen then. And then I will periodically, okay, let me pull up the chat on my phone. So that way, oh, will there be voice cloning at some point? Leo, do you know?
Oh, I'm sorry. So voice cloning, we can definitely look at it. I don't know when it's coming though. So
Oh, is it a feature that we're working on?
it's very simple to make it, but it has to be prioritized on the queues that we have now. And I think we're more into the image content. But so when you say, can they give us an example of what they want to do with it?
I guess okay, I'll let you know if they ask. Okay, but for now, while they're asking, let me go over a few things. So we have this is the same thing I go over every webinar. So if you've been here, you probably know what I'm going to go over. But we have three different ways that you can make money while using Akool. So the first one is, let me share my screen. Okay, so you can find two out of the three ways by going to akool.com and clicking on resources or just hovering over it. And from here, we have the creator fund, which is very simply, if you like creating videos, like Akool walkthrough, for example, or or you could just literally upload the video that you made using Akool. It doesn't matter what it is as long as it revolves around Akool. But if it's not just about Akool, as long as it has the Akool watermark in it, then you can submit it. But once you submit it, depending on where you submit it, for example, if it's YouTube, a minimum of 500 views, then you could get $25 per 1,000 views, up to $2,500. So you just scroll down here, submit video, and you have to sign in, but you can submit it there. And depending on how well your video does, we will pay you. Let's see. Some people changing a person's voice. Yeah, so I believe we're working on it now. So if we have any updates, we will let you know about the voice cloning. But this is Creator Fund.
So when the voice cloning comes, and also all these products, they can happen within a licensed context, right? So there's going to be different kinds of applications that are correct, and so it can be used for the greater good, basically, is what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. So we do ethical AI here, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Thank you, Leo. But yeah, exactly like he said. But continuing on the money, so Creative Fund. Then we have the affiliate program. And this is very simple. We urge you to do this. It's basically free money. If you know anyone that wants to use Akool, if you know any friends that are using Akool, then tell them to just apply using your link. Or if you have an audience, use this. So you can go to affiliate program, click on apply now, and you can apply, and we will send you a link. And you can share that link. And depending on how many people sign up to Akool using your link, you will get money. So you get 20% of the commission, your sales. And here's an example. If your friends, family, audience sign up with $80 per month, after 120 sales after a year, you will get paid $23,000 a year. So you will get paid every month. So you'll get paid monthly, but this is just an example, a ballpark of what you could possibly earn with your affiliate links. So if you know anyone, just send them the link. So that way you can make a little money while they can be enjoying Akool. Oh, what's the closest on the radar to be real? What is the Leo, do you know what the nearest feature update is? Like what we're working on right now?
Yes. So we're working towards tools that will empower creators to become better influencers in general. Personalized avatars. We're gonna be the first who has the AI technology that personalizes the result of the algorithm. So based on who you are, what kind of creator you are, when you run our inference engines, you're gonna get a unique result for your style of artist or whoever you are, or application or marketer, right? Whatever it is that you're doing with is highly personalized. So we build generative models that are highly proprietary and they are tailored to the user. So the more you use it, the more the AI understands you and will be better and better. So that kind of capability is our next hot thing that it's already on, you have to use it, right? Start to make money with it. And that's kind of how we're gonna make it better. But this is one of the biggest things that are happening right now. There are other things as well, but it depends of how we understand the demand and the types of users that we have and clients. We can accommodate everything, but we prioritize the, the largest uh, demand that's out there. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. That's very cool.
Mhm.
That's very exciting. Okay. So with that being said, we do have one more thing I want to talk about. So it's the ambassador program. So we don't have an official site yet, but if you would like to join, just go into Google, type in Akool ambassador, and it should be the first link. It's LinkedIn, and you can apply on LinkedIn to be our ambassador. And you will get paid anywhere between $300 to $1,000 per month. And we are asking that you upload 3 videos per month, and you'll get paid for making videos. And the fun thing is, if you get accepted as an ambassador, you can still submit your videos to the creator fund. So while you're making this $300 to $1,000 as an ambassador, you can make money on the creator fund. So if one of your videos that you already have to make for us does really well, you submit it to the creator fund. Now you're making money in 2 places. So it's very exciting. And if you apply, you can have an interview with me and one other person, and hopefully you can join our team. So that are 3 different ways that you can make money, but I want to talk about one more thing in which you can earn credits. So if you have not done this before, on Google, just type in Akool and then G2. So if you go here, this is our lovely Akool G2 site. So we have 34 reviews now. All of your amazing reviews are coming in. I read all of them. I love them. Thank you so much. We appreciate it a lot. Some of them make us laugh. But so G2 is a little difficult to make a review for, because every review that goes into G2 goes through a review process. So what I've learned is, first you have to sign up. If you don't have an account, you have to sign up using your LinkedIn email or your work email. If you do your personal email, there's a good chance your review will get bounced. It has to be LinkedIn or your work email. And then they recommend that you talk about your experience. So do not just say Akool's very cool. It has to be a long review like this from Jason, an amazing review by Jason. Oh, Rahul also made one. I read his too. Rahul, here is his amazing review, but it has to be very detailed and just talk about your experience. If you talk about an actual experience that you had, then there is a better chance of being accepted. Um, I think that's about it. I just know you have to be very detailed if you keep it short. Sometimes I see reviews that are very short that go through. So if you want to test your luck and write a short review, you can, and you can just keep submitting it. Once you submit it, there should be a little pop-up that shows up on the Akool page every few days. Mine's not showing up because I already closed it, but once you submit it, if the pop-up shows up, just here, let me just open a incognito window so that way I can force the pop-up to show up. New share, there we go, akool.com. And then let's see. from here, the pop-up, there we go. So you can click on this to take you to the G2 site if you don't want to type in Akool G2 in Google. Once you submit it, you can click on this to go to the Google form. Just fill out your name, your email associated with your Akool account, and leave a review. And leave the link to the review. A lot of people will leave their survey. It has to be the link to the review specifically. It can't be a different link. But if you can't find this Google form, just go to Discord and open a ticket with me, and I will help you out from there. Or send us an email at info@akool.com. So that is G2. This will award you 500 credits as a thank you. And I believe, let's go. Oh, okay. Before we go over the questions, let me send out the Google form. So I am only going to keep this form open for 3 to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I am going to cut it off, and I'm not going to open it again. So please, if you're here, get ready. I am going to send out the form. You only have 3 to 5 minutes and no more. Okay, that is a form. Let me go over some of the questions while you read the form. Please let me know if the form is not working, but it should be. Let's see. Okay. For India, this time is a little early, please. Oh, okay. I will try. We might experiment with different times for the webinar soon. So we can try at a little later time. Um, One last question to Leo. Can we expect something related to text prompt to video generation tool like OpenAI Sora? Is Aiko planning something in that area?
Yes, we are working day and night on this.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's exciting.
It
Okay.
is.
Okay, so I will give them some time to fill out the form. I will give it 3 more minutes and I'll close it. But I believe that should be everything. So Creative Fund affiliate program, the ambassador program. If you would like 500 credits, please fill out a review or submit a review to G2. Oh, so from now on, our webinars will only award you 200 credits because more and more people are joining. 600 credits is a little too much. And as always, these credits might take a few days. So either by tomorrow or by after the weekend. So on Monday latest, they will show up. So please give us some time. For Lucy, I will look at your email after the webinar. And actually, I think I can check it right now. Um, okay, give me 1 second as I check the webinar. If anyone has any other questions, please ask. Please ask away. For Lucy. Lucy, okay, I see your email in the form. I will let him know. Okay, I will. So Lucy, same thing with you. I think there might be a chance that they will not get to your email until tomorrow or Monday, but I will keep your email as a top priority. Thank you for letting us know. I'm sorry it took so long to get to you. Uh, Let me put, okay. But yeah, Lucy, you can expect it by tomorrow or Monday, hopefully. No, Scott, you don't have to enter 4 digits. It was a little tedious, so I just took it out. Oh, you only got 50 credits instead of 600? Interesting. Yeah, if last webinar you only received 50 credits, please send me an email. You can send it to info@akool.com or here, let me type it in. So either info@akool.com or you can email me directly at eugene@akool.com and I will take a look. When you email me, please let me know that you received 50 credits so I can let them know that for some reason you guys only got 50. I wonder why that.
And you're gonna get an extra 50 for your trouble, basically.
Yeah. I hope there's a live agent for the report bug to answer the questions on time. Currently, we don't have a live agent, but we well, I try to check the emails as much as possible throughout the day. So if you have any questions, please email them and I will try to get to you. But yeah, if you have a question, please email info@akool.com. I'm not looking over the other one. I forgot what it is. Is it contact@akool.com or support@akool? I'm not sure who looks at it, but I've heard that it might be a little slower. So if you have an urgent question, please send it here, and then I will personally try to help you out. And then Rahul,
Do, do they want a live agent for development for API?
I think he he just mentioned live agent, or he asked specifically for report bug to answer questions on time.
Okay, we can look into this. We can have a bot that prioritizes the bugs that they report. But I
Okay.
can look into this. I'm not promising immediate results, but I
Yeah.
will put it on my list. Thank you.
Should I use my email on YouTube for form or are you referring to the webinar credit form? You should use your Akool email. We are going to send credits to your Akool email. If you type in your YouTube email or like other personal email into the Akool email slot, you will not receive the credits because the credits will be sent to nothing. So make sure it's your Akool email. I'm going to close it in a few seconds. So please fill it out now. Um, I'm having trouble uploading my photo when creating an avatar, but I always get an error message. Oh, okay. So this is a common trouble that people experience. For the avatar, it is not a photo you upload, it's a video. So you upload a video of yourself or whoever you want to create an avatar out of, and we will create the instant avatar using that video. So the movement that you have in the video, so if I'm talking like this, I have these hand gestures, and I'm waving, that's the movement that we will use in the instant avatar. So it can't be a photo, it has to be a video. I hope that helped answer your question. I'm going to close the form very soon, in 10 seconds. So please fill it out. So far the best face swap I've tried. Thank you, Riz. Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. Okay, I will be closing the form. I see one last response that came in. You are the last response. Okay, please ask any more questions before we end this webinar. If you have any API related questions, please ask now while we have Leo here. He is a busy man. But if you have any other questions, like Rahul, please send an email to info@akool.com and we can try to help you individually. But while they're asking, let's see, what else is there? I guess besides the questions, um, I think we went over everything. Can we do a face swap on a video using a photo and then use that video as a, yes, you can. I think I showed an example of that during the avatar webinar that we had. But yeah, so you can upload a video to face swap and face swap using a photo. The target face can be a photo, or it has to be a photo. I'm sorry, the target face has to be a photo anyway. But using that face swapped video, you can upload it to the avatar tool and create an avatar using that video. I think, okay, let me see if I can show you an example. I might not have one on hand, but if I have it, let's see. Avatar. Let me share my screen. Oh, one thing I want to show you guys is we do have new avatars. So along with the instant avatar feature, we do have new avatar models. So if you would like to test them out, so we have these new models. And alongside those models, we do have these ones that you can just fill out the whole screen with. There's this background, we have this background, and we also have this one. But yeah, so the example, okay, so where is it? Where is it? I hope I did. Oh, okay. So this is the original. This is the original video that I uploaded as an example for the avatar tool. And then I face swapped someone's face onto my face and created this one. And then I generated this to create. So this is the original. Let me make sure the sound is on. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. We are so very appreciative. So this is the original, and this is the face swap. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. We are so very appreciative. Yeah, you can use any face swapped video as or for your instant avatar. Very interesting. Very cool. I love this update. This is one of my favorite updates that came out. Let's see. Oh, Leo, how much how much GPU power do you reckon a text to video would require? What's the toll you'd estimate it takes as of this moment? Since you said you're working on it.
You mean when we train things or for your inference?
Do you have an answer to both?
So yeah, it takes a lot of GPUs when we do the training, but for your inference, it's super optimized and it's very speedy, and you don't need the very serious GPU for it. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's perfect. Okay. Okay. Then if no one has any other questions, we will be ending this webinar now. If you have any questions that I missed, just shoot me an email or open a Discord, and we will be more than happy to help you out. So again, as always, thank you so much for joining this webinar. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. To those of you that joined today and to those of you that join every week, we are a startup company. So the fact that you guys are being a part of this journey is very exciting. We are so thankful to every single one of you. And Leo, thank you so much for helping us with the webinar.
My pleasure. Thank you, Gizin.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for spending an hour of your time to help us. I would have done it, but if I tried to explain it, I think it would have made everyone more confused. So I'm so happy that you're here doing it for us. Okay. Then if no one has any more questions, that will be all for today. So thank you so much for joining this webinar. Next week, it will probably be Akool 101. So a little bit about every tool. I will guide you through every tool, and if anything changes, we will update you. But you can find the webinar by going to our website, and there should be a little banner at the bottom, or you can go to resources, have the webinar there, or we always host it on YouTube, so you can just keep an eye on our YouTube channel. So thank you, Leo, for teaching us, and thank you, everyone, for joining.
Take
Have a
care,
great
guys.
Bye. Thank you.